pain and swelling. Imagine what could relief from IBS-C mean for you. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
Derek Tran represented a man accused of sexually assaulting female coworkers.
Now we hear that Tran is bankrolled by the very people trying to gut Prop 13. We can't trust Derek Tran.
Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content that's advertised.
KTLA 5 News, now weeknights at 7.
Now at noon, Americans are heading to the polls on this election day with voters in 7 key battleground states expected to be crucial in deciding the next president of the United States. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. A lot is at stake in this election, from the next president to the balance of power in D.C. and key contest here at home.
We have a team of live reporters on every angle of this election. Kimberly Chang is in Norwalk with more on voter turnout. Alina Abovian is standing by with details on the battle for the L.A. City Council District 14 seat. First, though, Lauren Lister live in the newsroom with an update on the presidential race. Lauren?
Glenn and Lou, as people nationwide vote for president today, the FBI now reporting it's aware of bomb threats to polling locations in several states, including Georgia, with many appearing to come from Russian email domains, none determined to be credible. Both presidential candidates, for their parts, have now voted. VP Kamala Harris sending it in by mail to her home state here, California, and former President Donald Trump voting in Florida this morning. Now they wait and watch with the rest of the country. Voters seen getting to polling places early to cast their ballots in battleground states from Pennsylvania to North Carolina as Americans choose a new president.
Just one more day in the most consequential election of our lifetime.
With your vote, we are going to fire Kamala, and we're going to save America.
Election day begins following packed campaign schedules for the candidates Monday, both ending with late-night rallies. Today, Republican nominee and former President Donald Trump appearing before reporters after casting his ballot with wife and former First Lady Melania in Palm Beach, Florida.
I would like to tell all of the people that are online to stay online. We have tremendous Republican lines. I'd like the Republicans to stay online. Democrats, if they'd like, they can leave.
And then Trump speaking at his campaign headquarters in West Palm Beach.
I hope they come up with a result tonight. They say areas that were winning big, they might not be able to come up with it for 2 days. It's just a crazy thing.
Democratic nominee and Vice President Kamala Harris after her rally in Philadelphia last night, now in Washington, D.C. Her campaign says spending Election Day calling into radio shows in all 7 battleground states, telling an Atlanta morning program this election is an inflection point for our country.
This is a moment where we have 2 very different visions of the future of our nation. And mine is focused on progress. Mine is focused on investing in the ambitions and the aspirations and the dreams of the American people.
This as her vice presidential candidate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, tries to fire up voters in Pennsylvania at a diner in the swing state with the largest electoral vote prize, talking up Harris.
She wakes up every morning thinking about you, what we can do better. And that's a pretty stark contrast to the other side.
Absolutely. And GOP vice presidential candidate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, voting today in his home state.
I certainly hope you vote for Donald J. Trump today. I think that his policies are going to promote peace and prosperity for our citizens.
Heading into the election, polls show Harris and Trump neck and neck nationwide and in swing states. Stark differences on display outside of polling places.
I voted for Kamala Harris because she's honest, because Trump is a crook.
I'm voting for America, and the only one who's putting America first is Donald Trump.
Fences installed in Washington, D.C. Businesses in some places also seen boarded up, some preparing for the worst as people hope for the best. And Trump both have watch parties planned tonight. Hers at her alma mater, Howard University in D.C., his at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. But keep in mind, election officials are warning the public to be patient, that it could take days to get the final results. But we should start to get some exit poll results pretty soon. That's the latest live in the newsroom. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Lauren Lister, thank you. Californians are deciding on a new U.S. Senator today. One of the candidates, Representative Adam Schiff, cast his ballot this morning. Former Dodger first baseman Steve Garvey is also vying for the spot. The latest polling conducted by Canada-based research company finds Schiff leading Garvey by 24%. The candidates are vying for the seat left behind by the late Dianne Feinstein. Millions of Americans cast their ballots early ahead of Election Day. However, the polls are still expected to be busy.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang is live in Norwalk, where a line is already forming. Hi, Kimberly.
Lou, Glenn, hi. When I dropped off my ballot here in Norwalk this morning, it took me maybe about 5 minutes. But if you take a look behind me now, there is a long line. One man just came out and said it took him about half an hour to get in there. But people are going in now. You see them at the voting check-in table, and they're starting to go into the polling location. Now, officials recommend voting as early as possible today to avoid lines, but if you are in line by 8 p.m., you will have a chance to vote. Now, as you can see, it is busy here at the LA County Registrar, Recorder, County Clerk's office in Norwalk. We caught up with voters this morning after casting their ballots.
Nervous, like, who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully, I'm just voting for the best.
Extremely. I'm hoping that the right person gets to be the president.
People on the right, people on the left, just to cast their vote, to see where we're at.
I'm feeling confident in my decision. Yes, I am. Whatever happens is going to happen. You know, we will be here tomorrow.
Now, according to data released today from the California Secretary of State's office, more than 9 million have already voted, and in LA County, more than 2 million have already voted. Now, there are nearly 650 vote centers open today from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. throughout the county, and eligible voters who missed the deadline to register to vote can still vote in this election today by filling out a conditional voter registration form at any vote center, bring a driver's license, California ID, or a social security number. Now, early voting started days ago, but many wanted to come on Election Day to drop off their ballots or vote in person. Once in, LA County ballots will be sent to a secure processing center in the City of Industry where there are hundreds of cameras and on-site security. The ballots are sorted and go through signature verification. LA County Registrar, Recorder, County Clerk Dean Logan explained the process.
We remove the ballots, the actual voted ballots from the envelope. That separates the ballots from the identity of the voter. So that's what guarantees you a secret ballot. At that point, the ballots move forward to be counted, and we can't tie those ballots back to an individual voter anymore. And then this tally room is where the ballots are scanned in. These machines take an image of the ballot. Then at 8 o'clock, when the polls close, we're able to run the program that actually looks at those images, consolidates those votes, and puts out election results.
Back here live, you can see that long line of people at the voting check-in table waiting to go into the polling location. There's also a drive-up box where people can drop off their mail-in ballots. You can see just 2 cars here right now, so that is moving quickly. Voting centers open until 8 p.m. Remember, as long as you're in line, you will be able to vote. Also, just want to mention, Metro is encouraging voter turnout by offering free rides until just about midnight today. Lyft and Uber also offering discounts to take people to polling locations. Reporting live here in Norwalk, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Kimberly, thank you. Now, one of the most closely watched local races is LA City Council District 14.
Now, following a major City Hall scandal, incumbent Kevin De Leon is facing a stiff challenge from local attorney Isabel Jurado. KTLA 5's Elena Abovian, live now in El Sereno with more. Elena?
Hi, you two. Good afternoon. You know, it's been a pretty close race between the two candidates, and we saw both of them coming out today to greet voters and also to cast their vote. Now, take a look behind me. We are in El Sereno this afternoon, and we're seeing a rush considering it is lunch hour, people coming by to drop off their ballot or vote in person. And one of those people earlier this morning, LA City Councilman Kevin De Leon. Take a look at this. He is up for re-election. De Leon represents this neighborhood as part of District 14, which includes downtown LA and Northeast LA. De Leon is hoping his constituents can move on from the controversy a few years ago. A leaked 2021 recording capturing De Leon, former Councilman Gil Cedillo, former Council President Nuri Martinez, and former Los Angeles County Federation of Labor Union President Ron Herrera discussing ways to expand the Latino, Hispanic, and Armenian influence by manipulating the redistricting process. It sparked a scandal in which the public and also officials all the way up to President Joe Biden called for De Leon to resign. De Leon kept his seat, however, and has been working to regain the trust of his constituents ever since. Over the past few months, he has been facing off with his challenger, progressive tenant rights attorney Isabel Jurado. We caught up with Jurado in Boyle Heights this morning as she greeted residents. Jurado also facing some controversy recently. She was caught in a recording uttering the words, quote, "F the police" at an October 17 meet and greet at Cal State LA.
A few weeks ago, my opponent said very clearly, "F the police." So there could not be a bigger and stronger contrast between my opponent and I.
I am excited. I'm relieved. We are having so much fun today talking to voters and finishing this almost 2-year journey. So we're excited. We're doing small business canvassing. We're out on the streets. We're knocking on doors. We're meeting our friends who had just voted for us.
As for Kevin De Leon, people